I want you to remember this. Next time somebody says that veterans are a threat to society, that veterans are a danger, that we need to stop veterans diagnosed with PTSD from being armed or having a right to their Second Amendment rights and all this stuff. All those horrible things that you hear people say that I am staunchly against, are because of people like this. The Army vet who is prepping civilians for a pending civil war, including charging $25,000 for him to put you through his own version of SEER school. Let's talk about it, and let's watch some of his YouTube channel videos too. So, oh my goodness, where to begin here? This is crazy. So crazy. Christopher Arthur, which sounds like, what was that cartoon character's name? Was it the kid in Winnie the Pooh? Like, wasn't it Chris Arthur, something like that? Built a business off of his military skills, conspiracy theories, and eagerness for a second civil war. This guy was full-blown prepper, and he wanted to do the worst. He just was the worst. Promising to teach potential students how to off cops and military personnel, often by defending their homes with explosives and other deadly traps. Now he faces up to 20 years behind bars. He's 38 years old. He served in the Army as a Cav Scout. I know somebody's going out there. Of course it was a Cav Scout. With a career oscillating between the National Guard and active duty that culminated in the rank of sergeant at the end of his nearly decade of service. Trading off of the training he'd received and the reputation of and claims about his extensive experience as a soldier, he ran Tackleberry Solutions. Have you been a part of Tackleberry Solutions? You might want to delete that contact out of your phone. It's a combat school for civilians. For years, he taught weapon skills, setting up fighting positions, and how to evade capture. He even bred and trained dogs, videotaping showcases of their attack skills. Poor dogs. Poor dogs. We got this is the type of guy who he's a grifter, right? So you got a classic grifter on your hands. He goes and embellishes his military career. He wanted people to think he was special forces, that he was all these things. And he goes, hey, things are getting pretty bad out there. You watch the news, right? You watch the news. You know it's going to get worse. Don't you want to be prepared when things happen? Don't you want to know how to build, weapons and defend your home and booby trap it? All this stuff. It says here, his lessons were not intended for civilians to dip their toe into military training for fun. He was preparing eager students in a guerrilla warfare type style to fight against the U.S. military and law enforcement based on military.com review of training materials he used. I realized that we were suffering from the same disease the Iraqis were plagued by, and it was tribalism, he says in a video. With his son appearing in the video, I began to notice the same issues here in America. American politics began to infest our daily lives. I knew that was going to lead to a war, he says. That's a quote from him. He posted multiple videos online detailing how to fortify homes to repel law enforcement, how to cause casualties and chaos, with, this including how to funnel people into a fatal funnel, if you will, and then set up that fatal funnel with HME or explosives. Arthur was arrested in January and charged with teaching another individual how to make and use explosives, knowing that person intended to use his instructions to off law enforcement. So this is people, this is not back to blue. This is attack and hurt people because they hate what they see on television, basically. That's in my opinion, what it boils down to. It says here, Arthur served in the North Carolina National Guard from May 2006 to May 2007. He served on active duty from May 2007 to July 2010, and then rejoined the Guard again from 2014 to 2019. He deployed to Iraq in July of 2007, and he deployed for a year in 2009. I was also deployed for a year in 2009. Cavalry Scouts, his specialty in the Army, have significant training in combat skills, including the use of a wide arsenal of weapons. He discussed special forces courses that he suggested he attended. He didn't really, but his military record does not show any signs of him actually doing that, but he gave this impression that he was like secret squirrel. He even has a squirrel on his Tackleberry Solutions logo there. He says, it goes on to say, the FBI's case against him goes back to 2018. Authorities had been tipped off about a different person who was attempting to organize and recruit for a militia group. In 2020, police stopped that suspect, Joshua Blest, who fled a traffic stop in a semi-truck in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Blest was gunned down by police after firing on them following a 2-hour chase. I never even heard about that. Court records say Blessed's vehicle was searched and they found 3 IEDs. Additional explosives and firearms were found at his home, along with multiple Tackleberry Solutions course materials. Investigators say Blessed attended in-person classes taught by Arthur for several days in March that year. So the idea is that this guy knew that the people he was teaching had bad intentions. His training includes a $500 course on IEDs and a $25,000 in-person training on SEER, or survival, evasion, resistance, and escape. He, I guess, thought that he could run his own SEER school. I don't know if he had ever been to SEER school in his own Army career. It says here, a quote from him, "What I needed to focus on was the pending war, and that if we did not take the information that was in my head, which was not even common knowledge through the military, the main thing that's going to be the difference between life or death is that knowledge, and it's being lost, it's not being taught." We have, by the way, I have his YouTube channel pulled up, and we're going to talk about it here in a second. IEDs are homemade bombs that were responsible for many of the casualties troops experienced in Iraq and Afghanistan. If you don't know about IEDs, HME, this is like anarchist cookbook type stuff. Getting the video demonetized as we speak, probably. So Arthur was taken into custody. A search of his home found multiple IEDs, an IED striker plate, an electronic IED trigger, and other IED components, a pistol suppressor, bulk gunpowder, and mixed tannerite, an explosive compound usually used for rifle targets. If you guys have ever used tannerite, I'm pretty sure it's like to be added to gunpowder, I think. The Justice Department will aggressively investigate and prosecute those whose actions would further violence against those in uniform. So this is like a true, extremist, a true threat, a true veteran gone sideways into his own little conspiracy, whatever you would call it. I don't know if he's a conspiracy theorist or what he is, what the right word to say is, but he's out there teaching people who intend to hurt government and law enforcement officials how to do so. And that's horrible. That's really bad. And in case you're wondering about what he was teaching them, here is his, I've chosen this as a quick selection. 39 views on this video. I probably shouldn't even watch it, to be honest. But 39 views on this video. We've got a excerpt from his knife training curriculum. If you guys want to know move number 3, aka the third move, it's silly. This is from Christmas, about a little over a year ago. So check this out and just tell me if you guys would sign up for this dude's course.
Come in behind him and stab him right here in the neck, sideways, and push forward. What am I doing? I'm pushing directly here, and then I'm going to push forward through the carotid artery. Come in behind him and stab him right here in the neck, sideways, and push forward.
I don't want to make fun of his accent.
Come in behind him and stab him right here in the neck, sideways.
But I do want to do like an impression of him. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to insult a Southern accent. That's not what I intend to do. But it's just so funny. He's like, what you're going to want to do is come around the side, stab him in the neck. That's move number 3. That's going to be the last move you need to make. Once you've done move number 3, you should be able to just rest easy that you've taken out your threat there. Done there.
And push forward. What am I doing? I'm pushing directly.
It's like, what was the other guy in King of the Hill? The skinnier dude with the hat and the glasses? Oh my gosh.
And then I'm going to push forward.
So
carotid artery.
This is Tackleberry Solutions, and he's got this whole YouTube channel that is videos go back to a month ago, counterinsurgency tactics. Basically, view this at your own risk. I'm watching this purely to educate you on the fact that this person was out there trying to harm America. Fundamentally, trying to teach people how to harm America. So here's his SEER video.
There's a reason why evasion tactics are so heavily notated by professionals, as well as escape tactics, because no one actually wants to use the resistance tactics, okay? I don't know if a single person is like, ooh, pick me, I want to have the shit beat out of me. So nobody really wants to have to be interrogated, let alone go through torture tactics that you're going to have to go through.
The man's got a point there. Nobody wants to be that person.
Resistance training is crucial. and I want you to pay attention to what I'm going to tell you, because you're not going to believe me. You're going to crack. Everybody does. There's no shame in it. There is not a human being on this earth that won't talk given enough time and enough torture. I mean, they start skinning your leg off, the skin off your leg, you're going to want to talk. All right? The trick is half-truths, misdirection, leading them a different way. And
oh, yeah, I'm just getting like totally distracted watching this. So the point is, this dude was out there teaching all these skills that he was exposed to in the Army, including his Cav Scout, explosives. I don't know if he was a sapper or what kind of additional schools he had been to, but he was connected to people who had tried to kill police, all this stuff, horrible things that I am obviously against. I think everyone's probably against. Everyone watching this show is probably against that. So I hope. So be careful out there. Look out for this kind of grifter who wants to impress you with their military resume and train you to be just a deadly civilian. You know, you just want to be the deadliest office manager in the office. So that way, if you have to lay somebody off and you're worried they're going to, snap on you, you're prepared because you've already got emergency exit buried under your, folded up ghillie suit or something like that. Just something crazy. So look out for that kind of thing. And that's that guy. Now you know that that's a thing out there. So thanks for giving all of us a bad name. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching that clip from our live show. We're live right here on YouTube, Sunday through Thursday, 1800 Pacific Standard Time. If you want, come on by, join the chat. I'd love to hear from you. If you like that video and you want to see more, consider checking out this video right here or subscribing to the channel with this button right here. I look forward to talking to you really soon. I'm out for now.